The Krathun warship Vengeance unbound hung in the void like a jagged obsidian blade, its hull bristling with plasma cannons and particle accelerators. Commander Salina stood on the bridge of the research vessel Prometheus, her hands steady on the console, despite the 3-kilometer-long dreadnought blocking their path to the jump point. "They're hailing us again," said Chris, the ship's communications officer. He was barely 22, fresh from the academy, and his voice betrayed the fear he was trying to suppress. "Put them through," Salina said, her dark eyes fixed on the viewscreen. The alien commander materialized before them, a Krathun war chieftain with 4 articulated mandibles and compound eyes that glittered like fractured rubies. Its translator converted the chittering clicks into cold, mechanical words. "Human vessel, you carry technology that belongs to the Krathun hegemony. Surrender your quantum entanglement data, or we will board your ship and take it. Your compliance is not optional." Salina's jaw tightened. The Prometheus had spent 3 years surveying the Kepler 442 system, documenting naturally occurring quantum phenomena that could revolutionize faster-than-light communication. The data represented humanity's best chance at breaking the light-speed barrier for information transfer, a discovery that would reshape galactic civilization. "Commander," Chris whispered, leaning toward her station, "they've got enough firepower to vaporize us in seconds. Our shields won't hold against even a fraction of their arsenal." "I'm aware," Salina replied quietly. She activated the comm. "Krathun Commander, the data we've collected comes from natural phenomena in unclaimed space. It belongs to no one. We're not surrendering anything." The alien's mandibles clacked together in what the translation matrix identified as aggressive amusement. "Then you have chosen extinction. Your species is young, arrogant. You do not understand the galaxy's hierarchy. We are apex predators. You are prey." The channel closed. "They're charging weapons," Chris reported, his fingers flying across the tactical display. "Multiple targeting locks. Plasma banks at 93%. We have maybe 40 seconds." Salina's mind raced through the calculations. The Prometheus was a research vessel, fast, maneuverable, but lightly armed. Against a Krathun dreadnought, they had no chance in direct combat. But humanity hadn't survived 3 centuries of space exploration by fighting fair. "Chris, activate Protocol Scorpion." The young officer's head snapped up. "Commander, that's a last resort." "Execute the protocol, now." Chris hesitated for only a heartbeat before his training took over. His hands moved across the interface, unlocking encrypted military subroutines buried deep in the ship systems. Every human vessel, from colony transports to research ships, carried the same hidden payload, a testament to humanity's paranoid refusal to ever be victims again. "Protocol Scorpion active," Chris confirmed. "Quantum beacon deployed. Distress signal broadcasting on all frequencies, encrypted military channels included. Current position triangulated and transmitted." On the viewscreen, the Krathun dreadnought's weapon arrays glowed with accumulated energy. Salina watched the countdown on her display. 15 seconds to weapons discharge. "They're going to kill us before help arrives," Chris said, his voice hollow. "I know," Salina replied, "but they just made the worst mistake of their civilization's existence." 10 seconds. The quantum beacon pulsed, sending its message through the fabric of spacetime itself, bypassing the limitations of light-speed communication through principles the Prometheus had only begun to understand. Somewhere, parsecs away, the message was being received. 5 seconds. "It's been an honor, Commander," Chris said. Salina reached over and squeezed his shoulder. "Likewise." The Krathun dreadnought fired. The plasma bolts never reached the Prometheus. Reality seemed to tear itself apart as 5 massive structures materialized from jump space, their emergence creating gravitational shockwaves that sent debris spinning through the void. Each vessel was twice the size of the Krathon dreadnought, bristling with weapons systems that made the alien warship look like a child's toy. Human battle carriers, the apex of Earth's military might. How? Chris stared at the display in disbelief. They couldn't have gotten here that fast. The nearest military outpost is 3 days away at maximum FTL. Salina allowed herself a thin smile. They were already here. Quantum entanglement communication works, Chris. Humanity's been using it for military coordination for 6 months. Every research vessel, every colony ship, were all nodes in a network. The moment we activated Scorpion, every human ship within 50 light-years knew our exact position and situation. The lead battle carrier, Retribution, positioned itself between the Prometheus and the Krathon vessel. Its admiral's face appeared on the view screen, a grizzled woman with gray hair and eyes like frozen steel. This is Admiral Chen of the Human Defense Fleet. Krathon vessel, you have committed an act of war against a peaceful research ship. Power down your weapons immediately. The Krathon commander's image flickered onto the screen, and for the first time, Salina saw something new in those compound eyes: fear. This is impossible. Your species doesn't have quantum communication. Our intelligence. Your intelligence is 3 years out of date, Admiral Chen interrupted. And you've just learned why threatening a human is suicide. We don't travel alone anymore. Every human ship in the galaxy is connected. Touch one of us and you face all of us. The Krathon warship's weapons powered down. Your civilization has a choice, Chen continued. Withdraw, transmit a full apology to the Human Council, and agree to reparations. Or we can demonstrate why humanity went from a single planet to 47 colony worlds in 200 years. We didn't get here by being weak. Chris leaned toward Salina. Commander, the tactical display. The other battle carriers are positioning for a full envelopment pattern, if the Krathon don't comply. They will, Salina said quietly. They're predators, but they're not stupid. On the screen, the Krathon commander's mandibles worked silently. Its translator finally spoke. We withdraw. The hegemony will transmit formal apologies. Wise choice, Admiral Chen said. Now get out of human space. The dreadnought's engines flared, and it began a slow turn away from the Prometheus. Within minutes, it had jumped away, vanishing into the distortions of FTL travel. Admiral Chen's expression softened marginally. Commander Salina, status report. All crew safe, Admiral. Systems nominal. The quantum data is secure. Good, that data's going to change everything again. You did well activating Scorpion. 20 years ago, you'd have been on your own out here. Chen's eyes hardened again. But not anymore. Humanity remembers what it's like to be vulnerable. We've made sure we'll never be prey again. The channel closed, and the battle carriers began their departure sequence, each one jumping away until only the Prometheus remained, alone in the void once more. Chris let out a shaky breath. I didn't think. I knew about the protocol, but seeing it actually work. Every human ship is a tripwire, Salina said, running a hand through her short black hair. Every human life is protected by the entire species. That's what we learned from the colony wars. That's what makes us different. She looked out at the stars, at the vast darkness that had once seemed so hostile. Humanity had been prey once, in those early years of expansion, when pirates and hostile aliens had picked off isolated ships. But humans had adapted, evolved, built networks and protocols and weapons that ensured no human would ever face annihilation alone. Set course for the jump point, Salina ordered. Let's get this data home. The galaxy's about to change again. As the Prometheus engaged its engines, Chris smiled. You know what the Krathon will tell other species, right? They'll spread the word. That's exactly what we want, Salina replied. Let every predator in the galaxy know, threatening a human means facing humanity, all of it, at once. The ship jumped, leaving empty space behind, empty, but no longer quite so dark or dangerous. Humanity had learned to carry its light with it, networked across the stars, an interconnected civilization that refused to let any of its own face the void alone. The message was clear: humans were no longer prey, and the galaxy was learning that lesson, one threatened ship at a time.